Welcome to Papi's Poetry Corner. We finally made it to the time where rhythm and blues meets poetry and rhyme. Yep, we on the corner where it's safe to fire up your marijuana. But this room about to get hot as the summer, so you might need something chill like a glass of wine. Water does me just fine. Whatever relaxes your mind and help you recline after what might have been a hump day at work. Put yourself first. Where here nothing has to be rehearsed. Let me put it in reverse. The corner we back to is brought to you by Faith and Hustle. So it's some big hitters in this room, and it's okay to flex your muscle. Because we locked and loaded and heavily potent. Nothing corroded about our brain waves. Going back in the days where you could simply walk to the corner to find your muse. Or peep out the latest groove. We about to let the energy fill the room so it might get a little wet. Or fill you up till you get so high. Because around here, we get praise when your stuff is fire. So let us begin.
Would I ever get the answers to the questions that was left with dead silence? Or would I forever be hoping that I'll finally stop being drawn like a Mothman to artificial light whenever love at first sight hit my eyes? Yet, countless of times I was told not to go into the light, but I was that clown with the drawn-on smile that decided to walk miles to my final destination just to be trapped by Pennywise. Giving off this euphoric illusion, a poltergeist illusion, moving through all the kisses and hugs, and sitting wondering why I was betrayed by love. Like I remember it like it was yesterday. It was on Friday the 13th when I thought I found the girl of my dreams, but all that was happening was me falling asleep on Elm Street. But yet it was something about her shining that left me in this dark tower. I noticing her energy would be missing whenever her presence left me in my darkest of hours. I mean, we became a stranger. Things wasn't the same. I mean, should have known that the moment she saw me and said, "Let's play a game," that I would have to learn through pain that love was just a chain having to decide to cut off the one thing left that I had to stand on. But I had to get out because I was so drawn by her tea that she was always conjuring, noticing how her love would call whenever darkness fall. I mean, would cut off the lights and said, "Are you afraid of the dark?" I mean, she was like my little fire starter. I mean, thought I could become her Superman, but it was just the wrong turn. Because her sun started to become so bright that it started to burn, and that was the day my earth stood still and was no longer able to feel. I mean, she just left my world in a quiet place. Silence of the Lamb that was led to this dream. Then it was wakening from screams of me finally knowing what was my favorite scary movie. It was past exits hunting my memories like 13 ghosts, each one exposing the things that made me weak. I mean, I thought I had my heart locked away in a sanctuary, but who knew she had the skeleton key, unlocking the things that I had hidden deep within me. It was like a movie because every time I watched her, I always saw a ring. And I didn't even mind the suffering, long as I had this fatal attraction. And every weekend you can catch me booking us a cabin and not knowing that this would become a resident of evil. Then it became sequels after sequels of the devil in the blue dress. Falling in love with a woman became my omen. Because at first it was Christine, then it was Carrie, then it was Megan. All beginning when they found out that my heart was fractured. I mean, they became my favorite actors, role-playing as my significant other. Started playing house on the haunted hills that left behind memories of what we did last summer. I mean, thinking we were soulmates, but for her, I was just child's play. Just a paranormal activities that she liked. I mean, she used to always talk to me, but now I sit alone in her pet cemetery. I mean, then 28 weeks later, I'm still feeling this misery, seeking the heart that Jeepers Creepers stole from me. So if you're seeing me, then you might have a sixth sense. It's just unfortunate. That's the inheritance of seeing the love of a dead person. Arigato.
I throw a rope. Most put it around their neck noose, so I cut them loose. Knowing I'm the shit, so I stay on my shoe fly. Don't bother me. Ignorance irritate me quick. That's why my pen writes so I don't throw a left. Always willing to drop knowledge so you know. Hoping you're intelligent enough to use it, or will it be knowledge wasted, trash, not having principles to be student. See, you one of those adults that end up on supervision because you couldn't see what was being done to our community. Can't communicate, so we can't get unity. Now you're trapped with spirits on every corner, not counting the unalive, evidence of all the wars we fought over the years, including the leaders, you know, the ones having the act of taking us where we wouldn't have never went alone. Be me, big leader, if for nobody but self, but who will stand with me? Or will you continue to be one of those who end up under spreadsheet, no Excel, being extra, extra, but most will never read all about it, never making the paper, and most of the time, that's what it's about, the paper. Now you whitewash like they took the time to clean your final destination, hunting how it starts to disappear the more we walk over it. Just another day living in the hood. So you quickly forget the remnants of shatter and brain matter while they're too trained to use theirs. Able to watch a human die like it made perfect sense, only thinking of white matters. Time after time, same tragic end, because there's nothing more scarier than a non-melanin mofo who's uncomfortable. But you have to learn to protect by serving customer service. Careful not to offend, trigger finger itching to tear through tough skin, understanding that's what the problem is. Thinking that they know all of us. But it shouldn't take yellow tape for you to see caution. A bruised ego can quickly end life or change everybody around you. So tell me, was that one stop worth a nigga moment?
A year ago, I met my psyche. She caught my interest with a gentle smile, quiet demeanor, as she donned a blazer, black slacks, and this little red lingerie top. My favorite combination without giving too much away. A familiarity with subtlety fascination I would have been wrong to assume. Then as the words, "I'm going to read from my book," stumbled from her lips, time stood still. Ancient bells began vibrating the essence of my foundation. Her voice had awakened something that had been asleep for centuries. And I couldn't place it. Nor could I explain countless masses of butterflies scurrying thoughts to prevent me from simply talking to her. As months progressed, my courage could only muster one-word responses until I said, "Enough is enough," extending the invitation to talk poetry. And then it made sense. Several lights in previous vacated sections of the subconscious flashed brightly. Embers that had been frozen for dormant in years now were burning brightly with an intensity unparalleled to anything I've seen before. People watching me in public would swear she's an ordinary woman. And it was humorous to compliment one who calls himself the god of love, but if you let me tell it, much like in legends, she was truly the goddess and beyond my wildest imaginations. This realization that I had been scribing letters in several diaries, tearing out pages in my notebook, sending them to an unknown recipient for years until I met her. She's logical. Everywhere I am emotional. Cautious where I was free-spirited. I shot myself with my own arrow. The dance we danced was vibrant, fun, and timeless. Words couldn't express what she meant to me. She repeated, "You miss 100% of the shots you never take." And without inhibitions, humility, in place of pride, I take the arrow that pierced my heart, shooting it at you, acknowledging that I fucked up. I'm a wordsmith who lost his words, an intellectual who forgot reason, perplexed because of selective hearing and old habits that never seemed significant until now. You were everything I could have asked for and more. By no surprise to the universe, when the right one came along, it knew I had do you wrong. Illuvia comforted my tears as the world grayed when you walked away. It was combinations of a self-destructive patterns that led to the demise of my happiness. I heard you, but wasn't hearing you. Wasn't giving the security my words preached. We needed direct communication to find common ground between water and flame. Some things I just got lost in translation. My ears were tuned to react instead of listen. I never read between the lines. Playboy in the eye of the public, but a lover in private. Though Who I was in the world and on stage simply was an amplification of the me when no one else was around. You gave me a special confidence, hermosa. Tu silhouette seductora siempre estaba encaramada in front of me, flashing a smile as I envisioned having conversations through multiverses with you. And as we've gone on with our lives, previous versions of me wish we could try all over again, to not let it fade away. It was presumptuously uncommon that I wanted you to come closer to me, letting your love shine through, because I was tired of the fast lane and wanted you to have my last name, Eros.
Man, forget all of that, man. I was trying to figure out how I can stop thinking about you all day. Got me over here being delusional, as if I could stop imagining that you was in the muse. When all my brain want to do is just scroll through Instagram looking at pictures of you. Because like every time I turn a corner in my mind, you in the kitchen, eating up all my affection, all my love. And see, y'all like snuggles. I like to cuddle. Yeah, you leaving tattoo images posted on my brain traced out in your blood vessels. Then you left a permanent stain of your ink linked to a crime scene where you took my soul away. So, yeah, I'm gonna call you Orochimaru because you left me with your curse mark. But like Sasuke, I guess I chose my fate. But I'm gonna wait the day that you caused the biggest smile to appear on my face. But question. Like, how does it feel to know that you just fell in my atmosphere, where at the same time becoming my biggest fear? Like, forget the bear or the man. Try being stuck in infatuation with an attractive woman. Like, got me feeling like a high schooler crushing on a teacher with a ruler. Like, can't wait for detention. So she can give me all her undivided attention. Yeah, I don't like this. How you got me feeling like a kid the day before Christmas, anticipating the gifts and presents being open. Got me skipping in circles, feeling like Urkel. Yeah, you better not hope that you're not fertile. But yet, why are you coming this late in my life when you know I've been through some headaches and some strifes? But look at now, maybe it wasn't the right time. Probably because I was the one that had to understand more, just so we can grow. Because can't be snow until I learned how to handle the cold, and couldn't be a river until I learned how to flow. So I guess I couldn't meet you until I learned how to check my ego. But through all these people, you seen me. I mean, you've seen things in me that I've yet to achieve. So I'm glad that you jumped out my fantasy and landed into my reality. I mean, you probably the piece of the puzzle that I could be missing. But damn, here I am, all worried about being too clingy, questioning my feelings like, am I doing too much or am I doing enough? But don't get mad at the fact that I'm yearning for your attention and I'm getting high for your affection. I mean, it's your fault that you're my addiction. Cause you be setting my mind on some confliction, wondering if I'm doing too much. Yeah, I'm too vulnerable for this shit. But all right, though, keep on playing. I'm gonna get mildly stockish because Clingy ain't got shit on me. But you just better hope that you can match the energy. Cause you got me in my feelings overthinking. But keep on playing. You gonna unleash a demon. Cause she got this insocratic attraction that makes her attachment easy enough to fall into her enchantment. And she becoming the fabric to my anime tee. Man, yeah, this woman might be the death of me. But then she's awakening the beast where I'm at the point where if anyone messes with her, oh yeah, it is on sight. But on the other side, I wanted to experience black love with her that breaks stereotypes. I mean, being called twin flames, I mean, we still could be a dynamic duo. Habanero, double side of jalapenos, probably two hot tamales, a bowl of wasabi, probably even be closer than cheese and broccoli. But let me be humble. I don't want to seem too cocky, but yeah, I can't help the fact that she embedded in my sake. Because see, when my hand wraps around this pen, then I start writing, and then I have to on my face the biggest grin. My pen response was, "Oh yeah, let me guess, her again."
This, honey, is otra cosa. Not from the hive, but from El Abismo, where shadows kneel at the altar of stars. Where blackness hums, rich and low, la miel negra, dark nectar dripping from the void's own veins. A sweetness wrapped in cosmic danger, kissed by El Finito. You taste it, and the universe unfolds on your tongue. Dolce amargo, a paradox too sweet to resist, too sharp to forget. It's the pulse of a dying star, cada gota un latido, each drop a heartbeat slowing time, filling your mouth with el fuego de la desconocido, a warmth, yes, but pica, like the burn of truth revealed too soon. This honey that breathes in color, rojo, profundo, sharp like the edge of a secret, azul oscuro, cool as midnight pressing against your skin, and the hum of violet, electric wrapping around your bones. You don't just taste it, you see it. Feel it ripple, spreading across dimensions, dragging you deeper into the folds of the infinite. Oro negro, this honey clings to the edges of silence, filling the void with whispers and languages you've never heard. A song born of twilight and shadow. Each taste rewires your senses, erases the unknown until you stand on the brink of lo impossible, your body humming, your mind unraveling, un ofrendo to the sweetness that devours. And still, quiero más. In your dreams, you'll say, solo dame miel, give me honey, but be warned. But this honey is not meant to be tasted. It's meant to consume you. And once it does, no hay regreso. There is no return.
Okay, complete transparency. I'm in love with the idea of being in love, but love must be toxic. Because honestly, I feel like love is just a scout for the army of despair, entering my life just to expose my vulnerabilities, to create a target for pain to attack. Love, love has never truly loved me. As a matter of fact, love has caused more grief in my life than anything else I can remember. But just like any other fiend, I yearn for love. I I crave for love. I desperately want to feel love flow through my veins as if I tied a belt around my arm and injected myself with it, because we all know that love is a dangerous drug. So I do my best to avoid love at all costs, because my next relapse might lead me to a place much darker than the rehab of my depression. But love, love is a hell of a drug. You know what? Love must have been produced in a Carter apartments, because it keeps calling me. And part of me that remembers moments of happiness, times of smiles and laughter, the beginning moments of love, wants to answer the call so bad. But another part of me immediately rejects the call, reaches out to the carrier to have the number added to the list of spam, changes my email, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, even delete my motherfucking TikTok if it means all correspondence will stop between me and love. I can't allow love to turn me back into a junkie, searching for a high that would never be achieved. But something has to feed that urge. And although it'll never give me the same feeling of real love, I have embraced the synthetic version called lust. Yeah, lust. Lust leaves me with the feeling that something is missing, but I accept that over the pain I feel every time love decides not to love me anymore. Maybe one day things will change. Maybe one day I can be like a lot of people and be a functional addict, happily living my life addicted to love, walking around hand in hand, convincing people that love is the greatest drug on the planet. But one day, it's not today. And I think it's best if I just remain sober.
If I showed you my battle wounds, would you finally believe I've been to war? Sometimes the battlehead isn't to be seen. If I showed you my hands and how rough they are, would you believe I put in work? The problem is not everything can be seen with natural eyes. Sometimes people's mind is attacking them, but because you can't see it,
they faking. Because in the Black community, mental health is a myth, and asking for help, well, you weak. So in silence, you battle yourself, sometimes hurting yourself, starting off with a small cut, then two, then three, till the number doesn't matter anymore. Just the release of your mental struggle. The pain flows like blood being freed from vein. Life flashes, but all you see is hurt. Deep sobs escape your lungs. Cause why can't you just ask for help? Why does that make you weak? Why do I have to hide how I'm feeling? Cause you can't see my war wounds. And that's a walk through my garden.
What is greater, the need to believe or the need to receive? All I know is that the foundations are built on stone and not silt. The demand of sand are only as good as the hourglass. Unless turn the glass, it never lasts. But in my requirements are set in stone, or I will go it alone, and the exchange is grown. And then we gain benefit from the harvest of seeds sown. A bounty of trust, a complement of soul, sturdy and steady, fixed in one place and does not roll. And it grows of love. And the groves of love is as green as far as the eye can see, the heart connected to the you and me in a cleave, a collection of affection, a command that is counted by hourglass and each grain of sand. As I stand here, I land here, a place where space is furnished with the pictures of memory of all the love that be or coming to be, because love saves, and we are not finished yet. And if I was a gambler man, then I would bet that the we that in the could be forever. Peace beyond compassion, and passion pure is the lure, a hook that can be told in poems and books, an eternal pen that ink love spells and quells sneaking links into wheels and a roller wink, perpetual poetry in motion, a perfect size of a perfect fit as we slide and glide into our personal history. And I would never have to search for you, because my hands and arms will always be filled with you, as much as my heart, and even in the absence of you, my mind and soul will never be apart. There's an art to this love, painted in brushstrokes of promise and progressing past pain, native in notes, and all the sweetness remains. A strong coffee with cream and the creation of children who become the ancestors' wildest dreams. And it is here. It is here that we learn and see transcendence. We see resilience. We see no resistance. We know renewal. We reminisce that we even see the beauty of each other and the glory of each other. And though we stand on a cliff, we push past because this type of love lasts. Bonded by hope, giving us peace, leaving behind the melody to be sound in tears in our final release. And the stories that we tell and become, the lessons that we come to be. In this way, love becomes history that transcends time and lends itself to the beauty like fingers interlace in grace and in the continuance of this dance that we call life.
They call them scars, as if they weren't scriptures written by hands of becoming, as if they weren't hymns sung from the aching mouth of life itself. These lines hold no room for shame. They are the story of a body that cracked open like dawn, just to let another sun shine. Stretch marks shimmering like stardust, mapping constellations from belly to breast, causing a big bang to bellow out. I guess the cosmos had to rearrange itself to make space for creation. But there is beauty here, not in spite of the pain, but because of it. Because the body knew how to break and build in the same moment, how to hold and then let go, how to bleed and still bloom. You want to talk about miracles? Talk about skin that split but never surrendered. Talk about hips that widened like gospel and wounds that whispered, I am still worthy. Talk about how she turned labor into legacy. These birth scars, they are not flaws, they are flames, proof that she walked through fire and came out holding life in both hands. So let the world see them. Let them be loud and proud, because every mark is a medal, every ridge a reminder that she was a vessel, the storm, the altar where life was reborn. And that is what I call holy.
Ooh, that's my type of speed round, man. I love when they come through the corner and fire everybody ass up. Foul, foul, foul. It's a drive-by, bitch.
Yeah. Welcome to Papi's Poetry Corner, where the vibes are always high and the words hit deep, baby. This week, we dripping beautiful dope all over your soul. So I hope y'all get ready to feel something real. I hope y'all done had the best day ever. And if y'all hadn't, don't worry, we here to change the vibe. If this your first time sliding through, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you know when we lit. If you a regular, you already know. Much love and major appreciation. Just like the appreciation for my family who been holding me down all month long. On the rewind this week, we had Kai. He was definitely ready for action. And y'all just seen that dope spotlight by the professor, aka Marielle, the poetry. Boom, here I go already. Marielle, the shinobi of poetry. And hell yeah, you got to say the whole thing. Man, make sure that if y'all missed that show, y'all tap on in. Because Helmet had me thinking about stuff a little different, had me a little ready like I am for tonight. So let's go ahead and get to it, man. My first king is the reason that I got so much family. He's a powerhouse poet, a cultural curator, a creative hustler, spitting fire since the age of 5. He's rocked stages nationwide and founded game-changing platforms like the Honey Drippers Poetry Collective, Urban Guerrilla Theater, Fly Speaks, Ruxwear, producing fire like this, and CEO of Visionary Arts LLC, the host of Honey Drippers Poetry podcast. He's all about blending poetry, fashion, and culture to move the crowd and build a community. So y'all know it ain't nobody than the king coming in this thing tonight. Javi, let's go. What it do, King?
What it is, Papi? What's happening, Caffeine?
Man, you know,
Anthology, summer 24. What's up?
That right, that part. You see, we rocking. You see, I'm rocking right there. You know, this is where this is gear too. If y'all missed it, you know what I mean. It's the gear right here. Hold up.
Let me stand up a little bit. Since we being beautifully dope today, you know.
That part. He already got it going. So y'all already know if y'all need some dope gear. The king do more than drip some words. He dripping it all over the place, as y'all can see, and I love it. So I see that you have Fly Speak coming up, sir.
Yes, I do. I'm bringing it back.
Let's talk about it. You got some names on that thing, man. Tell the people where to tap in and all that good. Give us the rundown, because you know I'm gonna be in the house.
So the wild thing is, right? So normally Fly Speak would be on Epiphany Radio Universe, which has moved to Podbean. I have not made the transition yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on Instagram, and I'm going to do it for only 1 hour. I'm not doing it for 2 or 3. We're not gonna be here all day. We're gonna get in. We gonna spit real fly and get out. That's what we gonna do. We rocking out like that. We ain't doing all the extra stuff. We gonna come in. Anybody that comes in, 4 to 5 poets at a time. Do your best. Let all your words be fly. Want that new style of speak. That's what it's all about. We're not here to We're not in competition. We're here to compliment. So we want to make sure, anything else. No, Logan, we are not going to be there 4 hours.
Talking about watching end up being 4 hours. The comments be crazy if y'all don't be reading them. So when are we expecting this great finale to go down?
We are starting next Tuesday. It will be on Instagram. I will give everything else out so that you know. Everything will be coming back slowly but surely, but literally nowhere, not 5 hours. 1 hour. 1 hour.
Y'all don't know, before the show, he switched the glasses to make sure he can see it, baby. He reading all the comments. He like, no, not today. So in other words, y'all make sure that y'all tap in on Papi's Poetry Corner, the group, because y'all normally be dropping the flyer in there so that y'all know when the king is lit, so we can all go through and give some fly speak. You know what I'm saying?
But wait. Before we do anything else, y'all need to shout out Papi. You need to shout out Papi, because I remember when Papi started this and Papi wasn't sure about everything. And I was just like, nah, This is going to grow beyond your wildest expectations and dreams. And you got to give anybody who stays consistent, bringing positive, powerful spoken word to you every Wednesday. It's Poppy, literally. And we all come here. It's a freedom. It's all about the love when you come in here. You got to understand there's a reason why her energy is infectious. Everything that she does, she is all about the bones and stones and making sure that she does. There's not too many people that love spoken word the way that she does. And I'm gonna tell you just like this: if you don't get up here and shout her out, she motivates people. She gives people all the stuff that happens. She gets on a thing. She calls. If you down, she will call you. She calls me just to check up on me. She said, "Yo, I ain't heard you, King. I just want to hear your voice. Know you okay, right?" It would be not even good for me to come up here and not even say all the things that she possibly does, because she's many things to many people, and most importantly, she's a person with the best heart on the face of the planet. You gotta understand what it is. We love her to death. We love our caffeine. I'm telling you right now.
Hey,
Wake
and I
you up in the
love
morning.
y'all. Thank you for the name. Thank you for giving me the family that I never thought that I have. Y'all don't even understand what I have. Hold on, Shion. What you said, Shion? Hold on, Shion.
I'm not crying. My eyes just sweating and shit.
That's right. When he crying, her eyes just sweating. Let me get up out of here, because you ain't finna have me in here crying tonight, man. I appreciate y'all support. Y'all have been supporting me since before season 1 even started. I can't say how much I appreciate y'all enough in this house, especially you, because you the one put this all together. The drip wouldn't even be a dripping if it wasn't for the king coming through and sliding everybody together. So with that being said, man, shout out to you while you giving a shout out to me. And what's the first piece you giving us tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all some social justice, because I started out as a social justice poet before all this erotic stuff and everything else that's happening. But we want to make sure that everybody understands that the Honey Dripper Poetry Collective, although we are foremost at erotic, we are about our layers. We do everything well, especially love poems. So be on the lookout for that. And shout out to the class where it's about to happen. Brand New Heavies was running it. They said they're gonna run it back. I'm just talking junk to see how many people gonna come get them. All right,
25, we coming. Let me get up out of here so he can get into it, because we do need all the justice we can get, because we still ain't got no damn peace. I'm out.
Siren sounded, he seemed astounded, and before long the little boy got surrounded. Siren sounded, he seemed astounded, and before long the little black boy got surrounded. Pounded by lead, out he bled, hands up, no slack, being black they shoot. How the lead spoke, his body's riddled with holes and bounded spoke. And how defensive blue finds nothing true, these lies defended, his soul grounded. I learned that they extended open season on melanin and anything that lives, because black never matters, extinguishing us like pestilence, like fly swatters to be put out like light or house squatters. But we did not ask for this life. We are killed and consumed. There's no winners or sinners. We're getting dropped like chicken dinners, bowed heads because of lead. And I know we must be a blessing, because instead of these meals of chalk outlines with bullets and blood dressing, and I got to address the light in my child's eyes and tell him that the world is round and truth is flat. People rather gravity help narrative spin than the guilty stand pat. And that bitch justice ain't blind but immune to seeing facts. And the only thing that beats poison, which is love, which counters and acts. And there's no facts, B. No way to go gently into that good night. When bullets don't kill softly, tears might as well be jeers. When police go free, they celebrate and cheers and protest if we forever be. Police pop their guns, and so goes the story. Black people become black angels, moving on into glory. Siren sounded, he seemed astounded, and before long the little boy got surrounded. Siren sounded, he seemed astounded, and he got shot, hands up, unarmed. My people, there's no way around it.
That was so heartfelt. I felt it beating out my chest. Oh.
Oh, my mama, that was a dope, sad piece, but things that we have to bring up and things that we have to keep talking about. Why it took me so long to get him down? Because me and Shim was over here arguing. I forgot he was my co-host. Hold on.
Oh yeah, y'all know we up like the sun. Season 3. What you thought? You thought we wasn't coming with great poets and books? No. Hold up. They got it all. Let's go.
He knows so shameless hosting.
Be on the corner too.
So you know that shit is tight. That corner's a bad.
Oh, she is a bad mother sucker. They must have knew who was coming up next on this thing, man. Coming straight out of Bama. This next queen is a proud honey dripper with a pen that's been on fire for 20 years. Inspired by Maya Angelou and raised in the church, she dropping her first book, y'all. It was Growth Through Pain, and lit stages up ever since. Like this one right here, Papi's Poetry Corner and Taunting Taboos. Former host of Smoking After Dark. She's all about words that tease, touch, turn heads. But tonight, she about to turn y'all soul up. Tonight, y'all already know who it is. Let's go. Black Rose.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey. What up, Queen? How you feeling tonight?
I'm excited.
And you should be, because I heard a congratulations is in due to you. You know?
Yeah.
So let's talk about it, man. We got a release coming up. We got a. I know you ain't got no actual like date yet, but you got a month at least. So can you give me the month, or is she stuck? Oh, there it is. That you just heard me trying to linger it on, so I seen you move again. So what month? What month is the EP going to go ahead and drop?
It's gonna be released in July, so keep your eyes out. We coming.
July, we drop it. And see, when can we get the little sampler? Because you know we need a little teaser. We need a little shadink.
We put some mix and throwing a little salt, pepper in the summer.
Okay, so that means it's coming in a minute. It's in the pot. It's cooking. It's like good gumbo. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta put it, turn the fire down and let it simmer.
Just a bit.
So all the flavor get in there good. So I'm definitely excited for you. Congratulations. Hard work does pay off. I don't give a flip what the next mother sucker say, baby. We stars in this thing. So what is the first piece you're giving us tonight? I'm talking about the face, though. It keeps sticking you with the worst faces. I can't wait till you go back and watch it. Hell no, I ain't cutting nothing. We live. So what's the first piece you're giving us tonight? Is it gonna let you do the piece tonight?
Oh, I don't know. It's storming in my area, so y'all just work.
It's okay. It's the same over here. We're gonna get what we get. I'm gonna get on up out of here while I was letting you talk.
All right, this is called No Better Than a Man. I'm no better than a man when it comes to them sundresses. Look how the fabric hugs her every curve. I mean, the ones with the split on the thigh. Lord, oh my. The peekaboo is played as she walks away. Don't let her decide that them panties just get in the way, my lord. Big cheeks or little ones, they all get admired in a sundress. Don't let that dress slip between them cheeks. Give you a sneak peek at its shape. We even knew what clothes was. Just said it in every woman's wardrobe and said, be fruitful and multiply. Because he knew them sundresses would give you a sexual desire. Wonder, does her hips move like that when that sundress hit the floor? I, as women, sit and watch the sundresses dance and think, damn, I'm no better than a man when it comes to a sundress. And that's a walk through my garden.
I'm having a hard time with the shields tonight, y'all. Hold on, let me find that thing. We got to play it. You know I got to play. Never mind. I'm gonna let Shim sing that thing. If I ever dang gonna find it, it's giving me hell. So it might not be meant to be played off of that thing right there. But I'm with her. I got so distracted talking about them. Oh, there you go.
I'm every woman. It's all in me. Anything you want done, baby, I do it naturally. Oh, oh, yeah.
Y'all know I had to play it. That's how a good sundress make you feel. Like anything she won't do, you be ready to do it, don't you? Especially when she ain't got no. Oh. Yo, my next king. My next king is a brother from another mother, bringing a style all on his own. His poetry might take you left, right, hit you in your feels, or leave you laughing out loud. But 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be funny to flick. Let me just say he dripped and dropped straight inspiration or spicy erotica. But y'all show some major love tonight for my bro, Marielle, the poet. Give me your name, Marielle. Give me your name. I'm messing it up tonight, Professor.
that's,
Say the whole thing like
that's all right. You just call me Professor. It's cool. What's good, Buttercups? What's good?
Very
What's
much. You
good?
already know that's what I'm stuck on. That's why I can't get the other one out, because you're the professor to me now. So you have a show coming up, sir.
Yes, I do on Friday. Wait, no, yeah, you have a show coming up.
I do, yes, on
Ooh,
Friday. You got,
what? Yeah, we both got shows coming up on Friday. Oh,
yeah.
get out of here.
I think we're gonna tear stuff up too, because I think we might even be in the same place. Where you at? Where you at?
I think we're in this place called the Apaches.
Oh, I am
What?
there too. Yes,
Get
man.
out
Yes.
of here.
Oh, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Hosted by She Pharaoh. I think it's going down on Friday.
I can't
Y'all need to
wait.
go ahead and hop on in and get y'all tickets right now. I'm talking about, just don't get off of here. Pick up your other device and go ahead and get your tickets so you can see both of us live. But we ain't talking about me right now. We talking about you, King. So you got that coming up. Do you got anything else coming up? Because you be moving around the city.
Well, I'm actually about to go to Texas next month. At the end of next month, I will be featuring at a petty poetry slam. Um,
Ooh. Well, we know you
so
ought to win that. You know what I'm talking about? Because you be slanging it.
facts,
So
facts.
right. So Texas, y'all look out for him next month. He gonna be coming through. I wish you all the luck on the slam, because I know that you about to go through a slam. Dun dun up, dun dun up. Let the petty
Let
come
the
out,
boy
baby.
be boy.
That part, and let the petty come out. So what's the first piece you giving us tonight?
I actually am going to. I actually didn't think no, but I actually going to do something petty. So yeah, there we go. We're gonna do something
Sound
petty.
good. Let me get out the way. We need room to be petty sometimes.
All right. I'll admit, for a while, I ain't quite been so petty. What's crazy is it's something they always used to call me. But now I'm gonna get out of retirement to get back under the scenes. So now I've been at the King Petty. I hope you become a millionaire worth 8 figures, but you find out everyone around you was nothing but gold diggers. I hope you become a champion at spades, but you can never find anyone that knows how to play. I hope your yoni still tastes as great as I remember it, but you fall in love with a man that's allergic to the juices of your orgasmic substance. I hope you get booked at nothing but paid shows that your artistry career is nothing but successful. It's jam-packed because all your tickets were sold, but your seat stays full of your poetry hoes. I hope one day you start to hate the taste of sushi, but it heightens your need to work on yourself physically. But annually, you get these intense urges to eat nothing but spaghetti, and that one's on me because see, I'm being petty. There's low key. I like a good plot twisting scheme. So I hope you succeed in all your traveling. Oh, and you get the window seat. But you can never sightsee because it's always cloudy. But at least you get to see the world. But your boo thing's always working, so it ends up being just you and the girls. I hope you get tired of going to the beach and you get used to the sand being in between your feet. And it becomes a normal thing to see the moon rising over the sea, but unfortunately, it's always during an Arctic breeze. I hope while you traveling, you get bit by a spider and you only in the hospital for a couple of hours because it wasn't even venomous. You just panic and your overthinking causes you to become dramatic. I hope you make a super big ass sandwich and it becomes too much for you to manage. and there's no one there to split it with because you've been working out or you've been on point with your diet. I hope you get diagnosed with ADD so you know exactly what it's like to be like me. But you end up hyper-focusing on the things that bring you nothing but peace and you get too caught up in your tranquility. I hope you get that perfect hairstyle. You know, the one that be breaking necks and be dropping mouth. But at night, your man sweats it out because he couldn't resist blowing your back out. Then I hope y'all come so in sync that your Bluetooth always ends up staticky. Oh, and then there's so much heat in between the seats that once a week y'all gotta buy a new AC. I hope whenever you wondering if you should do something crazy, you think of me. But you hate me just enough that you don't have to do anything petty. But I hope every so often you hear that catchy song that gets stuck in your head like dum dum da 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 dum. And then you look up at the moon and you hear the song at random. I hope you get so much peace that at times chaos becomes tempting. And I hope every time you eat candy, it tastes like gummy sharks from Minchies. I hope your abundance starts to overflow and you get anxiety because you can't decide if this is real or you living out your wildest fantasies. I hope you get super wealthy, but you can't quit because you got 4 more years left into your retirement. I hope you get sick because you spent all your gift certificates at Red Lobster's Biscuits. I hope the juiciest situation happens, but you missed it because you was too damn busy minding your goddamn business. I hope every time you start to feel lonely, you get a random text that says, call me. But then you reject the idea, but then you hear your phone ring because I'm being petty. And then you get anxiety and you don't know how to react, but then you hear konnichiwa. Welcome back. And then you overreact.
Ooh, what the young folks say? Say less. That's what you need to do because that poem said it all.
Dump, dump. Yeah, it's gonna be stuck in my head now. That's why you need to say less. But I love when he get petty, y'all. Let's keep this thing moving, man. Born and raised in Brooklyn, she's a powerful wordsmith whose poetry reflects empowerment, resistance, and raw sensuality. With over 20 years as a life and social worker, she channels her experiences into transformative spoken word. She founded a podcast and co-hosts 2 regular poetry spaces, creating healing sanctuaries for others to find freedom through verse. You might not see her chronic illness, but you might see that black belt that I'm sure she wears proudly. With a mission to shift conversations about mental health and self-love one bold syllable at a time. Tonight, y'all already know who it is. It's Miss Lady.
Well,
Wow.
if we're not best friends, man, I mean, we gotta be best friends now. That was dope. Can you just call me when I have like something to do? Like just
you already know what's up, man. We have been friends for what we say, me and you must never part. Right. So how you feeling tonight? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm surrounded by my drip family. Like I mean, I'm just sitting here just getting all of it in, and yeah, I'm excited.
Exactly. You can't go wrong when you're around the drip, baby. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I love that. It drip love, it drip sensuality, it drip. Look, I can go on all day. But go back and watch us. We've been doing this all month. So you see the different ways that it come in. So with that being said, Miss Lady, what's the first piece you're giving us tonight?
Well, let's go on ahead back to, Women's History Month, and I have Black Hole Woman. We're going to do that.
Ooh, I like it because she is all woman.
She was born an eclipse, a moon swallowed whole, a cipher carved from dark matter's longing, spinning in a system that only loved her for the light that she absorbed. Men orbit her like errant comets drawn by the gravity of her giving, craving the cradle of her cosmic hands, the hush of her event horizon. They call her beautiful, but mean black hole, mean vacuum, mean void, mean how much can you hold before you collapse, mean how much can I take before you fold. She learned young. Love is a ledger. A history of deficits tallied in her skin, and womanhood is an invoice no one pays. A tab left open, accumulating interest in the bones of her mother's mother's mother. She was raised by women who bent themselves into bridges and burial plots, who kept this world upright with hands that never held themselves. She was told she was strong, but strong was a synonym for service, for silence, for swallowing her own name until it congealed in the back of her throat like tar, like resignation, like inheritance. Now she is grown. And still the world insists she must be infinite, that she must hold the weight of her sisters, the burdens of her brothers, the scaffolding of a society that keeps building atop her breaking. She is the blueprint, but they will not call her architect. She is the foundation, but they will not call her origin. Instead, they call her exotic when they mean digestible. Call her queen when they mean laborer. Call her magic so they don't have to call her human. And she is tired. Tired of being the blueprint for beauty, but the afterthought and desire. Tired of being the backbone of movements that do not march for her. Tired of watching the men she was raised to save run towards softness that does not have her face. Because isn't that the final betrayal? The way they love the rhythm, but not the record that it's pressed on? The way they seek melody and her culture, but not the chords of her struggle? The way they call her home until they decide they want to wander. They want her loud, but only in bed, want her strong, but only in service, want her opinion, but only if it praises them. They build shrines between her thighs, anoint themselves in the salt of her sweat, pray with palms pressed to the curve of her back, only to rise from worship and deny her a crown. They carve commandments in the curves of her hips, drink salvation from the cup of her kisses, kneel in her temple only to forget the sermon by sunrise. They whisper that she's too much as they bury themselves inside of her, as they brand her body with moans they won't repeat in daylight, as they carve their names into her but never wear hers in return. They love the taste of her, but never the weight of her. Want to devour her whole, but never digest the truth of her. And she is tired. Tired of folding herself into something less threatening, less brilliant, less alive. Tired of being told she must first become small enough to be held before she can be worthy of love. So she unlearns her meekness, unfastens herself from the gravity of their grief, strips every apology from her bones and sets them alight. Walks through the fire without burning. She claws back every almost, every one day, every next time, tangles them into a noose for the ghosts that have haunted her since the first time she was told to make herself smaller. She cracks open her chest, pulls out her own crown, melts down every wasted maybe, and reforges it into something untouchable. She smiles, wide as the cosmos, lips curved like the crescent of a dying star, and lets them burn. Lets them burn. Lets them burn in her becoming.
I swear I love me some queens. They know how to do it right.
Oh, even if it comes to transforming that piece right there, that's why I love me some Miss Lady, man. That was one powerful piece right there. Let's go ahead and keep this show right on rolling, man. My next guest is a prominent member of the Honey Drippers Poetry Collective, the Poetry Club, Lucid Voices, and more recently, the Dunn Evans Players. This 7-time published author of 5 books, 1 anthology, and 1 magazine. He is a eccentric, bold, yet quiet, reserved. He embraces R&B vibes, blends them with neo soul, while illuminating his words to come out through romance and his cuisine, y'all. That means he cooking on the paper and he cooking in the kitchen. So with that being said, y'all help me welcome Arrows. Yo.
What up?
I was trying to get to that flyer. You know I be trying to play that flyer. Y'all done been here enough to know I be trying to play it. How you feeling tonight, King?
I'm a little conflicted. I don't really want to follow Miss Lady because like I've just been listening to everybody do their thing, and I'm like, there already wasn't a stage after like the speed round. Then Javi came in here, did that. Then Black Rose came. And then Marielle came with the petty, like we was laughing at the fact that there ain't no stage and like they didn't blow off the doors. And then
Right,
this lady
right.
just walked up and said, "All right, hold my bag and hold my purse. I got this."
Not hold my
She
bag
just
and my
destroyed
purse.
the rest of the building. So like I don't really want to follow it. That's crazy. But nah,
That's
it's
okay. You finna put the building back together because I already know how you coming. So let's go ahead and get into it. What's the first piece you're giving us tonight?
I'm gonna do this one because I need to get a little bit out of just the lover boys vibes and zone. So I'm gonna do I've been writing these poems.
Let's get out of here because the king do be writing these poems. I mean, he's been published 7 times and letting you know he writing some shit. Let me go.
All right. I've been writing these poems as the exorcism of the demons that cling to skeletons who can't escape closets. I've been writing these poems as the juxtaposition and contradicting justifications on why I can't find the answer to the question, why my mama don't love me. Can you tell me why she don't love me? Can you tell I scribe these poems as a means to release so that Till Valhalla is not attached to my name in social media posts because my shadows won the war against the light in my heart? I scribe these poems to address the masses with no voice, who's been neglected or abused, misused, and falsely accused because society never chose to understand who they were. And I've been writing these poems to stand in the royalty of my divinity because I am a melanin king who will change the world, reminding you to breathe through the stars and smile through the anger because no storm lasts forever. And in reality, nothing is ever as serious as it seems. And not to invalidate someone downplaying your feelings, but to say things could always be worse. And the sun always comes after the storm. Flip this coin. I've been writing these poems as signed letters with my divine spirit as you speak your mind freely. Let inhibitions be cast to the floors like clothes gliding off your bodies. Expose yourself to me and let me love all of you. Because you know, every inch of melanin laced with insecurity and imperfections. See, I've been writing these poems to feel your heartbeat from both your lips as I kiss and lick life into you. I've been writing these poems because it's not that kind of show, but it's addictive, giving abundant smiles and afterglows as you shine brighter than any star. Furthermore, I want to find reasons to stay on your mind, even though my mind is dirty and I refuse to clean it simply for the sole purpose of transcribing legendary terms unlisted in the Kama Sutra along the walls of your yoni, praising my devotion with you on your knees, because thoughts of you are always lovely. I've been writing because time has eluded me for generations, creating monuments of things desired, exploring positions and creations of passionate and embrations with all sorts of markings on your bodies. I've been writing these poems to teach future generations that there's always more love than meets the eye. And I've been writing for the underdogs who fall for princesses out of their leagues, offering to bring the universe to a halt at the feet so they could reign as queen multidimensionally with all unquestionable devotions from their infinitely divine kings. I've been writing these poems because I love dancing tangos and waltzes between thighs that are meant for me and me alone, with all the messages of love and stories untold. Mi amor, I've been writing these poems for lifetimes. Eros.
What you looking in the mirror and saw me or something? Cause that piece was beautiful, miss. I meant beautiful, beautiful, man.
Yeah, boy, I like how he was stopping himself. That was a new flip on I've been writing these poems, man, and I absolutely loved it. But y'all know we finna keep this thing rolling, because when my cousin in the house, we know we extra lit, bruh. She is a nationally acclaimed spoken word artist, singer, plus size model, and podcaster from Moss Point. Queen is a member of the Black on Black Rhyme, Step to the Mic Troop, and the 2020 Network. She shares a raw truth and radiant energy on stages across the U.S. and virtually worldwide. Her album, Ebony Speaks, is the bitch. Not to mention her book Worth the Wait. Capture her powerful journey through pain and purpose. Her pen is powerful. Her presence is the same. So y'all already know, like I said, cousin is in the house. So let's go, Ebony the goddess.
What do you
Cousin,
do? What
what
up,
did
Cora?
you do? You already know, scream it out loud. So how you feeling? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling good. Well,
That's what
I
I'm
had my
talking.
first little 420 this past weekend, y'all. I don't recommend. If you don't do it over 30, don't start. Okay?
Yes, you do. Don't listen to nothing she just said. Relax, relate, and release. Get
No,
in
if you
there. What are
don't
we
do it
talking about?
before you get to 30, don't start at
It,
30.
man, it's like that little dance. You know that dance? They be like, get in now. Yeah, yeah, get in. Especially if you got kids. I promise you, it makes parenting a lot
Maybe
easier.
I just did too
But
much.
I'm glad you came over to the other side for a little while, even if it was just on 420. You know what I'm saying? You know, Easter do make other shit rise up. Never mind. Never mind.
Ah,
Ah, no, I know. That's why I said
got bunnies everywhere.
I said never mind. Just bunnies.
Snow bunnies for
Okay.
everybody.
Right. So, cousin, what's the first piece you giving us tonight?
Well, I think I'm gonna do something for the black men because I've been hearing so much about love tonight and so many different things on the spectrum. So I'm gonna do a poem for our black men.
I love that. And before I get out of here, we got to talk about it. We got an EP coming. We got some stuff coming. So and we got a day check. We
Now we ain't got a date yet because
cousin,
you
you
know
can tell
it,
me. Don't worry about everybody else. Nobody's listening.
I can tell you who my producers are. I'll definitely give a shout out to Halo City Entertainment of Mobile, Alabama. Also, I want to give a shout out to Word of Mouth Music and Miss Music. So if y'all know any of those producers, hit them up right now. See me if you want their info. I got you. Okay, they
And I'm
top
telling
of the
you, her
line.
stuff sounding good, good. If y'all don't know, y'all better tap in, man. So if it's coming like that and the producers plus her making the mix, ooh, if y'all got a voice like her, y'all might want to. There ain't nobody like the goddess. Let me shut the hell up with that. But anyway, let me get out of here so we can lift these kings up because y'all know I love me some kings.
Tell me about your day. Tell me how many times you've had to suppress your emotions. How you have to bait your masculinity daily just to ensure that you make it home to me. Make sure that we be able to make ends meet. How you smile so much through your frustrations that you have no smiles left for me. It's like your soul can't breathe. Forever dying for affection from a woman that only knows how to knock fire from your ass. Brought into this world living day to day, prepared to be taken out. Never knowing when Uncle Sam will repay Mama's debt for every whipping deferred. Building a ball of rage in the pit of your stomach, the same size as your daddy. Having to be twice the man of a nigga that wasn't even fit to be a father. No space vacant to unpack the trauma. Unafforded the opportunity to be sick and tired, all while serving the same food your mama forced you to finish at dinner time. Mm, I see you, black man, battered and bruised from a mother's lack of support, lack of emotion, repressed by her need to be repressed by your need to be held for the appearance of manliness, conserving the sweet kisses and tender touch for your offspring, scarred by women who never really saw you, merely blinded by money, status, and security. The stereotypical attributes of what a real man is was created by women who don't desire a man to lead, supreme in their own toxic masculinity. But this poem is for every brother that works a job he hates to answer his call of duty, only to find solace in video games, an alternate reality where he takes his rightful place as God. See, white collars, unlike nooses, weren't created with black necks in mind. So we're changing them black, mourning the struggles engorged by systemic oppression, cutting the cord wrapped around the nape of blackness kind, suffocating our respect for you, birthing a new way of seeing you, finally acknowledging the God that resides within you, the power your stride exudes, catches the eye of everyone you pass by, viewed as sex symbols, only to be reviewed in black bags, wearing diamonds and gold, resembling the riches that was stolen, bronze skin beaming the light of the world from your ebony eyes. Black man, you are divine. The woolly locks they dread are merely follicles, radiating with spiritual antennas to higher consciousness. Naughty boy, we eat up your fresh cornrows. Much like God's Son, you are the center of our solar system, the flame of fire shining bright on a world that views your illumination as expendable. And to think that we've allowed our black men to feel that masculinity and vulnerability are mutually exclusive. So tell me your deepest, darkest secrets. How you long to be a better man than your father. How you feel enslaved by our expectations of what a man has to be. Black man, you are allowed to cry. Black man, Ebony's listening. Speak.
Oh, I absolutely love that piece. Yay!
Oh, yo, I love that piece like I love me some kings. Yes, we appreciate y'all in here. Speaking of appreciate, I got one now that I'm about to bring up that I really appreciate, man. I told y'all family is in the house tonight. See, y'all might know him as the drip of all trades. He's a spoken word artist, host of Louisiana Lyricist Lounge, a proud member of the Honey Drippers Poetry Collective, the Anthology. You dang on right, my back got big because that's my class. He's currently working on his first EP, Love, Lust, and Lyrics. His single, Healing to Forgive, Blueprint and Attitude Adjustment. For him, poetry is a lifeline, a passion ignited by his mother, inspiring the name Paul Cram. Proof a woman can raise a man. But you know what she also raised? A MBK, because he's my brother's keeper. Y'all already know who it is. It's Mr. Paul Cram. Let's go. Bruh. Where my flyer? Because I'm going to say it out loud. If I catch it before you do, I'm in there.
You just gave yourself your own rewind because we want to hear what you got to say too. But you got to unmute it so we can hear what you heard, what you said when you said it.
What you said when you were saying it. I want to hear it too. What you said there. How you doing tonight?
What's good, fam? What's good?
Hey, man, everything. Couple shout out to everybody in the comments, man, because y'all know we litty, especially when you got a Wanda D in the house. We winning in this thing tonight. So let's talk about congratulations to you, too. We ain't even going to put the business out here, but I know the major moves that you making out here in these streets. So every week, y'all hear me talk about Louisiana Lyricist Lounge. And y'all hear me big this king up. Well, if you didn't know who I was bigging up, this who I'm talking about. That one right there next to me got one of the hottest shows on Saturday night. Y'all need to make sure y'all tap in. He even an hour earlier than me. He gonna get y'all up through there, 8 o'clock. Tap on in. And this week, he got Yoshi in the house, the dragon. So you know she coming through, about to spit some fire for y'all. So let's talk about it. How does it feel to just, be on another kind of mission?
Oh man, it's incredible. I think I enjoyed the journey.
Well, I'm glad somebody finally passed the Grey Poupon. They finally passed it. Never mind. What's the first piece you giving us tonight?
The first piece I'm gonna do tonight is called Hurricane.
Ooh, let him blow through here. Watch he often do. So let me get out the way. Shit about to get twisted.
What's good? This is Paul Cram, the poet, proof a woman can raise a man. And I want to welcome you to the experience. Usually, I get asked the question, Paul Cram, are you okay? And no matter how bad I want to open my mouth and release everything that has my soul weighed down, the only words produced is, yeah, I'm good. I got this. You see, as a band, I know this is the only right answer because I'm not allowed to show my weak spots. But recently I was asked a question in a way that made me feel obligated to answer truthfully. They said, Paul Cram, why does your happy seem more like a forced protection instead of an emotion? The question fucked me up. And with tear-filled eyes, I looked them in the face and I said, imagine a hurricane in all its destructive glory, dismantling everything in its path without any remorse, without a single care of the pain it leaves during his journey of hatred. Imagine that this same hurricane is responsible for more damage than any storm on record. I've had relationships drowned in the tearful storm surges created from the winds of my depression, bending the eternal building of security that is no longer safe due to the only means of protection drifting away with the crashing waves. Imagine a hurricane powerful enough to decimate all my levees of confidence. Trying to hide under pride's umbrella just to realize there are holes in my defense. So I'm still being soaked down to my cotton socks with guilt to the point where I just stop caring about even getting wet. Imagine the love I once had in my heart evacuating without ever looking back. Despair becoming an entitled squatter, taking control and reducing the value of something at one point in time I found priceless. Imagine being forced to smile daily to prevent your storms from flooding the lives that are not yours. I prevent myself from being a social being because the storm is everlasting and I never know where the lightning will strike, so I stay away to prevent innocent casualties. Now imagine that you're me, mentally living in this hurricane season where there is constant brewing of chaos and pain, making my skies gray on most days, but I've learned how to dig deep and push back against the rough winds of life. I've learned how to deal with the discomfort of tear-soaked socks, determined to take more steps forward today than I did the previous one. I've learned to take shelter behind fabricated smiles that pairs perfectly with the lie when they ask me, am I okay? No, I'm not okay. And I have not been okay for quite a while. But I've learned to pretend to be. You see, you never really understand a man without knowing the roads he has traveled. But are you truly willing to put on my tear-soaked socks and walk a mile in my shoes that are saturated in my grief? Or will you just allow the response of, yes, I'm okay. Yes, I am good. And yes, I got this. Be good enough so that you don't become a victim of my hurricane. In peace.
I swear, if I had some arms, I will reach out and give you a hug. Oh.
Well, Shim, we know you ain't got no arms, but I do. What a piece, bruh. But man, often we all do that. Hide stuff through the smile, man. But y'all know we gonna keep this show right on rolling. But before we bring the flip around, we gonna go ahead and do our commercial break. Y'all know we got products. We got the dopest scrub maker in the house, be on the corner every week. And you got me dope on top of, hold up, let me just get to it.
Oh yeah, we got the natural way to scrub and make your body feel good. Yo, and we got the men's line. You know I be tapping in. Teas for your body and for your soul. Ooh, we in there. And ladies, we got the flavors you savor. Let's go. All natural, everything. Tap, tap, tap in.
Yo, I kept the sale from the 420 going until Friday because my partner know 420 is my holiday. So y'all make sure y'all come on and get y'all some while the sale going on. Y'all know y'all don't be wanting to spend no money for real. So get it while it's on sale. Yo, let's keep this thing rolling. We about to bring Javi back around. To me, I call him King Drill.
What up?
You know, I got to get professional like you and Ev. Y'all got the headsets and stuff, making this thing look all, you know what I mean, professional. I'm gonna get me a little power on so I can get my groove on like y'all.
Nah, well, you be doing work from home. You gotta have one of these headsets. It's effective. It's effective. It's effective.
And I see it works hand-free and all of that. So I'm definitely gonna have to get into that right there. So what is the second piece that you're putting together for us tonight? And why he tell us that if y'all don't know, it wouldn't be no drip without this king right here. I say that 1,001 times. So I'm always going to be extra appreciative. We don't call him king for nothing. He is the king of the drip because he the reason we drip. So with that being
Yes,
said,
sir.
what's the second piece you giving us tonight?
Now we gonna do a love poem. We're gonna do a love poem. We're gonna work
You
it
know,
out.
I like love on
You
other
know.
people. Let me get out of here.
Love on other people. I don't know how to respond to that. Baby, I want to dance slow. Hold me tight and never let go. Feel my heart beating upon your chest. It is blessed how I feel you. You are amazing. Wondering what it feels like to hear this on a dance floor with the sweet squeeze of hips dipped in rhythm, the heat of both our bodies. Can you tell me what this feels like? And it does. It completes me in the most amazing of ways. The haze of sunlight of your smile painted to the iris of your eyes, blue like skies, and I rise because you zenith me. Hold me high and never let me fall. And even if I stall, your engine motors motivate me, bless me in the ways that you could never flow. Gently like streams and sweet like dreams, I am always prepared to lay next to you. I am at your beck and call, your mercy, your delight. You give me light. This love, this way, this is the way that I cover you in indefinite gratitude. I fall into your eyes. And I see love in your gaze, and I swim in your kiss. I find myself drowning in the sea of your good tides. My love for you resides not just in my heart, but in the pit of my stomach. It aligns with my spine, connects when I stand erect. Gravity, kissing each step as I walk towards you. It is a way for me to speak your name in my touch that caresses you gently. My embrace full of smiles that speak of your grace. I am cover and promise, will and gift and a give that denotes your love and a perfect way to live. So barefoot woman, mistress, a spinning twirl, come on, come dance with me. Wave your hair wicked in the wind, those hips have a grin and the way they smile wide every time you spin. This takes my want of you into interludes of sin. Barefoot woman, your eyes, they glow with soul, they show that I am bewitched. So let me turn your mind off and bring you into an era that is soft. Find your rest in these arms. You are not to be manhandled, cursed at, or worse. I need your soft to melt this hardness. Enter into slowly, passion raising with desire praising us between kiss. And use that kiss to illustrate my desires because your lips are epic. This caress which speaks, and I want to love you tender, use my strength to love you strong and keep you close. And as I draw closer to you in figures that figure that my universe so I can be in orbit to you. The love and beauty blessedly, you make me see the world in the way that it's supposed to be. And who I am is defined by how you love completes me. And I gain understanding of how a man can love a woman, why he can and does what he does that blossoms forth with the flowers that meet sunshine and all the greatness of you I find, and I'd be proud to call you mine. You are the goodness that I have found, the sound of my heartbeat, walking to me, open armed, with a smile.
Now that right there was written with love, y'all. Let's go.
And it sounded amazing. It sounded freaking amazing. Ain't nothing like love. I'm trying to tell you, I love love. I told y'all, just not on me. Panda, I see you in the house tonight. Love you, my friend, my brother right there. Oh, LA, I see you too, man. Let's keep these comments rolling, man. They showing out in this thing tonight. Let's keep this thing going. Black Rose.
Yes, ma'am.
Smell good. Yeah, Black Rose, you smelling good. You know, they say smart flowers
I
don't, but you
mean,
smell, yeah.
the best smelling rose you gonna smell.
Trying to tell you. So, what's the first piece? Well, second piece you giving us tonight? I'm trying to start it over, y'all. We closing it out. What's the second piece?
This is called Ghostbusters.
Ooh, let me get out of here. I like who you gonna call.
Who do you call when the police are the problem? Real emergencies go unreported for fear of being beat in the streets. Mothers whisper prayers as their sons leave, asking God to shield them, yet the shield had the gun. Black boy, don't run. Don't put your hands up. They still gonna shoot. Don't breathe. They see you as a threat. They see you as a suspect, so no questions are asked, just more fear instilled. while those who are proud, while those who protect and serve steal lives to whom they feel unworthy. They don't see the pain they leave behind or simply don't care. Prayers unanswered as another mother identifies another dead black boy. Black boy, don't you dare dream. Don't you have hopes outside of a ball? Cause then you thinking too much. You too smart. Stay your ass in the hood. Cause they will find a way to take it all from you. How dare you fly higher than the hood? How dare you dream of making something from nothing? You're nothing, is what they'll have you think. The truth they'll never tell you is they have reason to fear. If your blinded eyes are ever open, they know you will be powerful. So they must crush you. Make sure you never know the truth. Who do you call when the police are the problem? And that's a walk through my garden.
Oh man, I see y'all trying to have me in my feels tonight.
Big facts, man. Big facts, like that piece was. Oh my God. Let's go with it, Professor. Yep. I was about to call you and put you on blast. I was hoping she was gonna finish before you came back up with that thing. I was going, yeah. What's the second piece you giving us tonight?
Ah, second piece I would do. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna do this. Uh, set the mood real quick. Oh,
That thing, it broke up, so I ain't really hear what you said, but I know you gave me a name. Y'all make sure that y'all tap in Apache on Friday to see the King live, man. And you already know, if you're seeing them on here, live is a completely different vibe. So make sure y'all tap in. I'm out.
this was called "Dude Got Me on a Coat Thing." I see you over there looking like a tall glass of orange juice. I refuse to let you just become a distant memory. Beauty strips me along like piano keys. Picturing your hearts dancing across this dance floor. Beat moves to the beat, got my heart fluttering. But then you catch me in your perfume, staring. But can you blame me? I mean, heart hypnotizing. And you have this light that streams perfectly from the pores of your skin. So yeah, you be glowing, but I'm just stare at you while you're unaware that you just caught the eyes of your Mr. Right. But yeah, I'm wondering, what are you thinking? Are you sipping on that apple martini? Are you picturing your next romantic evening? 'Cause the wiggling in your seat looks like they got you in your feelings, and now you smiling. Oh, it's pretty, but can it be for me? 'Cause temptation to accept the invitation has me wondering what the next move is. But then our eyes lock, and your grin makes my jaw drop. So now I'm over here like, bartender, I'm gonna need one more shot, please, and another martini for this special lady. As I walk over and display of my confidence, you get my heart pounding, but you don't need to know that. Just sit back and allow this move operator to take you out later. And I just want to show you what a night to remember looks like as we dance to the Duke underneath the moon, as we walking and talking about our future endeavors. Like, what do it forever look like together? Or is it possible to cuddle in the snow while we snugly drinking hot cocoa? Or do you mind if one night we ride through these city lights? Or even drive? Or you know it'd be nice? Slow dancing in the kitchen, you singing your favorite song as we're listening to the radio. I mean, just follow me into my dreams as we're fueled off of each other's energy. And all you gotta do is kiss me. So what you think? But then you say, well, are you going to say something? And is the apple martini for me? Wait, what's happening? And he said all I said was hello and just started staring. Dang, she just caught me in a daydream. That's embarrassing. Well, at least she's laughing. Yeah, time's passing. Like, what do I say? So I go into a huddle with my inner self, like, compliment her dress or tell her I bet she looks good naked. No, Georgia, you stay out of this. But I could be a little bit more charming. I could tell her husband want me. Ooh, I could say I love you. Nah, that might be a little bit too soon. But what do I say? Because it's the fourth quarter and we're in the eighth, and we just got to make this play. Okay. Good. Excuse me. Good evening. And you giggling, you say, "I know, don't worry, you winning." Because I like a man a little corny, and I see you trying not to be, but no, don't worry. Talk to me. Yeah, because I didn't know how long I was going to hold up this spectacle. But hello, my name is Marielle, and I'm the most recent victim of Cupid's arrow. Arigato.
Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. Yeah.
Cupid's arrow be striking, don't it? Y'all know, let's do it, Miss Lady. All right, you already came through here with a powerful one the first time. What you giving us this time?
Well, I don't do love, but I do love adjacent. So post in the key of want.
Hey, I'm you sound about me. Love look good on everybody else.
There you go.
I'm out.
You're ruling the way that I move. And I bring your air. You only can rescue me. This is my prayer. Let the rhythm slow stroke you. Let it sip your spine, swirl your senses, send signals soft and slippery through the silky synapse slide. Let my tempo slip between your temporal lobes, written in 13/8 of a heartbeat, a time signature you never saw coming. Mirror neurons, mirror me. Your chemistry matches my chemistry. Chain reaction, chasing climax before your conscious thought can catch the spark. Hold me like a fermata, longer than you should, longer than reason, until reason ripples and dissolves beneath rhythm's slow stroke. Your cerebellum, she sways, not to my touch, but to my tremolo. She's a backroom jazz siren tonight. Lipstick and longing, slipping scales between smoke and skin, singing sins sweet enough to ferment in your veins, tilting you straight into temptation's tempo. Your pulse is phosphorescent, fluorescing fever and flickering photons, thirsty for my frequency. Pituitary playing puppeteer, pulling pleasure from fresher points like piano strings tuned to the beat of trembling. Oxytocin blooms like nightshade, venom buried beneath sweetness. Dopamine drips like syncopated staccato over bare nerve endings. Exploding bassline bursts beneath the orchestration of your wants. Listen, call me the glissando, grazing your gray matter, slipping between your eyes and your pleas, a vibrato vibrating just beneath your obedience. Harmonize with the friction between synapse and intention. I am the catalyst you were warned against. Now, watch your willpower wilt, sparking scattered synaptic surges across your skull, spiraling synapse deep through your system, scorching sanity and syncopation. My rhythm lives in your ligaments, laced tight in your tensile craving, stretching you to the brink of breaking, but you beg for more tension, not less. Your body's my borrowed instrument, strung with filaments of forbidden sentiment, playing the prelude to perilous romance in your heartbeat. Hot staccato, Harmony hidden beneath your skin's baseline. Heartbeat, heat beat, beat heat, repeat. If you were mine. Thank you.
Boy, on my mama, that's the dope shit you can only get on the corner, baby. Believe that.
Girl, I thought you about to break out into more singing. I was over here waiting. If you were mine. It's a lot of songs that came to my head too. I wonder which one was she finna sing, but we'll talk about it later. Y'all already know Arrows is up next. Yeah. It's the eyes. It's the eyes that are levitating for me right now. I'm loving it. So what's the second piece you're giving us tonight?
I'm gonna follow suit with everybody and do a love poem. Like
All right, well, let's get into some love. Y'all is out of my never mind. Let me get on up through here. T, what up? I see you.
Not levitate. That's crazy. At this time, in this place, finally, you are mine. Currently, this moment where our paths align, I belong to the unity of sacred heart palpitations through gentle, fluttering wings and passionate flames full of bliss, life, and infinite loving memories, ignited in the chemical sparks from our spirits when our eyes drifted unto one another. Is it the newness? That refreshingly revived desire to submerge boundlessly into depths of your agape allows me to subconsciously descend further into dreams away from reality. Because I heard the conversations between my arms of how perfect you feel between them. And I can't help this feeling. Or should I say, I wouldn't help suppressing the feelings that don't feel wrong, asking if the beats of my heart felt were real, only settling for the way we fit like puzzle pieces missing from fairy tales and silent dreams. At this time, are you really mine? In this moment in my life, we belong to connections, scribed between lines of wishes shot through the dark across the universe. Etherically, my soul knew you lifetimes before my heart ever met yours. We were forged from the same light to dance as stars across every skyline, telling legends of blossoms of our love, limitless love. That inhibitionless affection makes it easy to forget traumas that were never meant to last forever. It makes the present waltzing at light speed timeless, for we are creating eternal panoramic memories on canvases in every world. Mi amor, mi amor, mi amor. Mm. You are the kind of beauty people declare poems for. And I pray that bated breath separates silent seconds, where your energy is consumed in the essence of me. Grateful that God brought us here to finally be allowed to meet, to accept that we were meant to be in his eyes. So excuse me if at this time it's hard to believe that you are mine. And in this moment, I'm lucky for the rest of my life that you chose to complete me. Eros.
Boy, I feel you on that shit. That gave me chills. Ooh, wait. Hey.
Me too, Shim. They talk about a lot of love. I got cold. I got skin. Never mind. Come on, cousin. Let's get it. Yep.
Yeah.
You know it. So, what's the second piece you're giving us tonight?
Well, I'm gonna give a little new ink. I've been on
New.
I've been on this 30 for 30, and I wrote this really dope piece called Soul Survivor. So I'm gonna share that with y'all today.
I'm
Yeah.
a survivor. I heard.
Your feet show is ugly. That's what they say when they see the calluses, the crooked toes, the heels crack like parched earth. They laugh and snicker, make jokes about sandals being outlawed in my wardrobe. Say I should hide them like secrets. but they don't know the storms I've been walking through. These toes been curled tight in anxiety, gripping the ground like it might give out. Heels blister from walking that extra mile when there wasn't no gas money or no ride or no one to ask for pride. These arches collapsed under pressure. Ran bare feet after babies, stood 10 hours behind registers and still managed to dance in the kitchen just to stay sane. Ain't no pedicure can smooth over what these feet been through. Baby, you got to go to work on Myra's feet. See, these ain't just feet to me. Behind me lies a trail to a survivor's footprints. I've tiptoed through abuse, walked over eggshells just to make it to tomorrow, stumped over grief, stood firm in sorrow, and still landed light on my feet. And yeah, they show is ugly. They ain't the ones you model in no lotion commercial, but they beautiful in a warrior kind of way, in a I'm still here kind of way, in a look how far I've came kind of testament. I got love stories written in my souls, pacing nursery floors at 3 a.m. Went from holding it down in steel toes to dancing in stilettos. Yeah, you can't even tolerate my toes. From every tear-soaked floor to every mountain climb without gear, I may have stumbled, but they never let me fall. So don't go telling me my feet ugly like that's some kind of flaw. Like I should be ashamed for carrying the weight of my life on something that never asked for applause. Next time you see ugly feet, remember beauty ain't always so soft and smooth. Sometimes it's scarred and strong and still moving. I bet you couldn't walk a mile in my shoes, wouldn't tap a toe to my blues, just rather step on my toes, huh? See, you were so distracted by what my feet look like, you forgot that what really matters is what lies in the soul.
That bad black sheep, well, I'm blacknificent in this thing, just like that piece was.
Oh my God, I definitely understood that piece right there. It's surely ugly, but it was a beautiful piece. Yes, it was. I like the new shit coming through. Come on, bro, let's go and close this thing on down. What's that? What's the second piece you're giving us? How you closing us out tonight?
I'm gonna do this piece called "Letter to My Father." I'm gonna steer away from the love sense of this. Yeah.
Never mind. Okay, let me go. Letter to his father. We all gotta write those. Yeah.
Hey, Pop. I'm leaving this message because there are some questions and there are some things that I need to get off of my chest. I need you to explain the complete mindset of a man that has no problem putting his kids through the stress of feeling like their father is missing, all because of the fact that a condom broke and responsibility is now existing. I need you to explain that to me. I need to know why you felt like it was okay to deny me to my face. Do you remember? I was 7 years old. You were coming out of the choir stand at church, and I asked you, "Are you my father?" And with no fucking hesitation, you looked at me with eyes that looked just like mine, parted your lips and said no, followed by, "But I am your friend, though." I remember you being really comfortable with that bullshit falling out the hole in your face. You really made the attempt to substitute a 7-year-old's feelings of being neglected by a man who is supposed to biblically be respected with your own perverse version of happiness because you made the decision that being my motherfucking friend would somehow equate for time lost. I was 7 years old. I was 7 when you said that shit to me. And you have the audacity to wonder why my trust is so fucked up. Hopefully we can agree that a good percentage of this is your fault. Let's move on. I didn't know why at age 14 you reached out to me on that special Sunday in the summertime. Father's Day. You called me on Father's Day. You called me on a day set aside for real men that take care of their kids, and for me, a single mother who had to play the double role. You picked that day to call me, nigga? And you called me at the exact moment I was slicing my mother's Happy Father's Day cake, because on this day, I honor her position. She did the best she could without you, which is why I am proof a woman can raise a man. I made it without you. Let's move on. I need to know why I had a sister that lived a few blocks from me. But we did not know we until later on in time, where she noticed me. Then me and she decided that we were going to become we because of plans to introduce our pelvis in between sheets. Nigga, why were you keeping unnecessary secrets? Secrets that could have drastically changed the quality of life of your oldest seeds. Just imagine what could have happened if the object of my sexual attraction did not have so many distractions, giving her mother time to look at me and start asking the universal black people question. Boy, who your people? What's your mama name? It fucked me up when she showed me a pic and said, "Is this bitch your father?" I need to know why you felt like it was okay for you to ask for another opportunity to be in my life after all the hard work was completed by the woman that you abandoned. Wait, before we go any further, let me make something perfectly clear, okay? I don't mind getting to know you, but I'm too old to be looking for a father. Besides, you're not my father anyway. We're just friends, right? So as my friend, I accepted the invitation to your space, quickly realizing your number one priority would never be me due to your passion for the glass gas station base with the fake rose in it. Using all of your income to stuff Brillo and a white rock in one end of it. Peeping out of the blinds looking for something to see, but can't see that this got your mind bullshitting. I can't even light this raggedy ass stove to make some fucking noodles because the 25 lighters I found on your dresser had all the fluid missing. Why did you die the way that you chose to die? I swear the scene seemed like it came directly from a low-budget movie. Pipes and paraphernalia was all over while you was in your chair slumped over with your eyes all gloomy. Your wallet was laying empty on the floor with the whore you chose to open your door for and share your shit with. Didn't hesitate to take your last $5.62 as soon as you took that hit and your life said, you know what, I quit. This is what the fuck you chose over me. And I really want to know why, but an answer I would never receive because you're gone. So I'm pissed. I'm pissed at the fact that just like you, I allowed too much time to pass. And now that you have passed, the chances have passed for me to alleviate all of this anger I have towards you, Dad. So I am forced to live in a what-if state of mind. But in the midst of that wonder, I can truly guarantee that I will be the man that my mother raised me to be. True example to my son of what manhood should be, determined not to be a father like you, but I will raise a son like me. And after saying all of that, I realized that I must say thank you. Because in reality, you showed me everything that I shouldn't be. That's that piece.
Man, that shit just blew through here like a lonely $20 bill on the way to a stripper to the pole. In other words, it mattered. Let's go.
That was brought to you by CapCut. And tell them, Shimmer Coin, you ain't never been in a strip club. She ain't made no money all day. That 20 come in handy. Like that poem, man. That poem was definitely a vent, a release. So I appreciate my brother for coming in here being that vulnerable. And somebody needed to hear that. Hell, I might have needed to hear it. Y'all already know this has been an absolutely amazing show. Thank y'all for sitting in here with us tonight. You know my saying, wake up with gratitude. So it shows in your attitude so you can reach those major altitudes. Y'all come back now. You're here because we out. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, man, so we made it to the end of another tremendously dope show. Y'all already know Keno's gonna be thanking y'all tomorrow with her little foo-foo praise dance. Y'all know that's what she praised everybody for tapping on in. You know I go to church too. Like, hey, man, we made it through another show, man, and I like to thank my damn self for being the host with the most, the mother sucker that I am. Yeah, you heard it, I was a bad mother sucker, and I'm out. Let's go.